What is going on, family? Today I'm showing you an in-depth guide of Loki. I'm going to, one, be showing you his starting abilities, what you should level up first, and then I am also going to be showing you how you should level up the rest of his abilities as you progress through the game. I will show you some builds, I will show you some auto attack combos that you can do with him, and I will show you a little bit of keynotes, tips, tricks, how to kind of play as. Obviously, everybody has their own play style, but a general how you should play Loki in the jungle specifically. So, starting off with the first thing, level 1. So, I usually like to get my 3 first here, Flurry Strike, and obviously this right here, these two would be kind of your first starting items in general. The reason I like to get this is because in level 1 you can clear a camp really fast. You just auto attack the middle one, and then you can just clear this with ease like that, like so, right? And pick up the buff as that. Now in this scenario, I'm a level 3 Loki, and I have my first tier 1 item, my first tier 3 item, apologies, and then I also have my starter item here, and I'm going to show you a couple ways to clear a jungle camp, and the most efficient ways to clear a jungle camp. So the first one would be to go with your 1, auto attack the middle one, and clear the jungle. Easy clear like that, less than 2 seconds it clears. And the second option to go with here is using your 2 and hit the middle minion, and it'll easily just clear that camp. So as far as abilities go in the starting level, I like to level up my 3 first, and then my 1, and then my 2. As far as the game goes, and as you progress on, I like to level up my 3, obviously when I hit level 4, and then I put a level in your ult as soon as you hit level 5. I then max out my 3, I then max out my 1, max out my 2, and then max out my ult at the end. The reason I like to max out my ult at the end because your ult's primary objective or your primary job is to cripple and stun the enemy. And you don't really need your ult at max level to cripple and stun. And there isn't really a point other than more damage into putting more levels into your ult because it does not decrease the cooldown. It does not increase the range. Again, the only reason you would put more levels into your ult is because if you want more damage. But again, that is not the ult's job. The ult's job is to either one, use it as a closer, which is to get an enemy to kill an enemy as you're low health. Number two, to escape. You can use it as escapability. And number three is to open if you see an ADC or a squishy that is overextended and you can easily kill. Now I'm going to be going over some combos with Loki. So the first obvious one is to auto 3 auto. But if you're in the late game, some people like to prefer his auto attack, right? So you can do auto attack, and cancel. So that does a lot of damage here. So you would cancel out your ability by either pressing right click on your mouse or I believe LT or L2 on the controller. I could be wrong there, but whatever cancels your ability while you are using it, that is what you want to do because in the late game, the 3 of Loki scales off. As you can see, it takes me a long time to kill the Ymir, whereas my attack damage or my autos hit for more. So what you could do is boom and kind of just use the 3 as an auto attack cancel. So it's also another option. The second combo I'd like to show you on Loki is his 1 auto attack into 3 auto attack combo. So it would be 1 auto attack, 3 cancel, boom, right? So again, 1 auto attack, 3, and then boom. So again, this is kind of like auto attack canceling. You are auto attacking 1. See how fast I get that off. So it's auto attack 1. See, look at all that damage. That's just his 1. Auto attack 1. Boom. So again, if you guys don't know how to auto cancel, I made a video on how to auto cancel. Feel free to check that out. In my channel, you could just search up how to auto attack cancel Smite 2 by Phamily, and it will show you how to auto attack cancel. So boom, boom, boom. And again, with the full combo, it would just be auto attack 1, auto attack 3, and boom. And of course, lastly, if you choose to open with your ult, you can do that as well. But be in mind, you are very vulnerable to dying if you end up having to open with your ult. So it would be ult 1, Bang. Ult 1-3 combo would be the easiest to do on Loki, and again, it melts everybody, but it does leave you vulnerable to dying to a ADC or mage, just because without your ult, you don't really have an escapability other than go invisible. But then again, it's pretty easy to keep track of you if you are invisible. Now to show you guys a good build on Loki, the first item would be obviously your starter item. It would be just Bumba's hammer here, add to build, and from there, right now in the pro scene, a lot of them, if I can find the strength, there it is. Um, a lot of them are going Hydras first into either brawlers. So we could go brawlers next because there's a lot of healing in the game right now. So anti-heal is always very nice. Into either Heartseeker or Titan's Bane or Crusher. So I've seen them go Heartseeker into Titan's Bane into Crusher. And the third item, this is a pretty much flex item right now. Nothing really there's nothing really stand out as a sixth item because they nerfed the heck out of Soul Reaver. So I've seen pros go Obsidian Shard because of the plus 20% pen of the passive. So you can go here, Obsidian Shard. If you don't want to go Obsidian Shard, you can always go Serrated Edge for the life steal. If you don't want to go that, you can always go Oath Sworn Spear. Oath Sworn Spear. So those are kind of the three options, but the five here are kind of the staple of Loki. What you can do is you can also, if you don't want to do anti-heal, you can also, oops. If you don't want to do anti-heal, you can also replace it with, here, let me just reset. So you would go Hydras first, and then you would go, where is it at? I don't see it here anywhere. Strength jungler. There it is. Sorry, I was at the ADC one. So yeah, you would go Hydras into Jotuns into um, Crusher, not Crusher. Um, sorry, Heartseeker. Sorry, Heartseeker into Titan's Bane into Crusher, and then again either Serrated Edge. You can go Pendulum Blade, Oathsworn Spear, whichever one you want. Or if you still want anti-heal, you can go brawlers at the end. But if you're gonna go anti-heal, I recommend putting in a third or fourth item. But Jotuns is also not a bad thing if you do want more cooldown. So a few keynotes that you might not know on Loki. If you end up killing them, you can use your one once again. As you can see, I used my one already, but I end up killing Ymir and my one's back up and he can just dash out. So that's a change that they made from Smite 1 to Smite 2, where as soon as you get a kill, if your one just resets back to 0 and you can just get out of there without being seen or just being invisible. The second keynote that I would like to share is Loki in the late game, especially. You kind of want to play him as a poker. You don't want to go in and full commit on the kill. You are more valuable to your team just trying to drain their health, little pokes here and there, and you get out, right? You don't want to full commit and ult here because you're very squishy as Loki. Again, as soon as you use your ult, you are very vulnerable to dying, and again, you're just more valuable to the team alive than dead. So just poke them out. As you can see, at at full build, my 2 alone does about, I would say, what, 20% maybe of Ymir's health. So late game, you want to play Loki as just a poke god, where you can maybe go in for a kill when they're distracted, go in for your two, but you don't necessarily want to full commit. That's what separates a good Loki from a bad Loki is in the late game, you don't see them full committing. But what a casual Loki would do is just full commit, and they just want to kill everybody, just want to sneak up behind him and full commit their entire kit onto them, and that's just not how you want to play Loki and any jungler at all. You're just more valuable just poking your abilities, and don't try to do too much as Loki in the late game. Just be annoying as much as possible. But that's all I had to share for you guys today. If you guys did enjoy this type of in-depth kind of guide where I show you sample builds, I show you what to level up first, I show you what to I show you like auto attacks and auto attack combos. Let me know in the comments. I'll do more of these. This is kind of like a test version. If the video doesn't really pop off or anything, then I'll probably just stick to this one. But if it does, if you guys do enjoy like an in-depth guide of how to play Loki, how to play certain gods, I'll certainly be more than happy to make some. As always, I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe, and comment on what god I should do next. An in-depth guide. I could do any god, any role, any um, you know, any god, any role, basically, whatever. But yeah, I will see you on the next one, family. Thank you.